Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These five are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shut up. A to B.
Shattered Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Uncut.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 324. 324 is a very high number. I kind of feel like making any sort of joke about a body count is a little uncalled for around this time, so I'm not going to do it. Joining me tonight is, according to my math, 3 of the fearsome 4. Oh, I was tired that day. I got... To my left, he is the professor, the repairer of broken toys. He's also everyone's favorite pillow talk pal, the one, the only, T2RX6, Justin.
Hey, what is going on, everybody?
All right, and of course, joining me tonight, he is the admin, the Facebook admin of Facebook groups for Facebook, because he is Facebook admin. He is your friend and mine, and he is my little spoon, and sometimes I'm his. The one, the only, Mr. Greg Ford Mercy.
Hey, where's my stimulus check?
Well, if the Democrats turned it down, so you're not getting one.
Where's my check?
And as for myself, my name is Oscar Alonzo, and I am an essential worker. So today we're going to get the ball rolling. Did anybody get anything, Justin?
I did, but it was not Transformers related. I got a lot of G.I. Joe this week.
What'd you get for G.I. Joe?
So the first thing I got was the, the classified Snake Eyes, who, he's good, but he's not quite as awesome as I kind of was hoping he would be. I don't know. I feel like I still like the Articulated Icons version better than I like that one, but it's not bad, I suppose. From my friends, my friend Jason on the Open Your Toys podcast, I actually got a bunch of ironically sealed G.I. Joe's 25th anniversary. I got I guess it might be a Fun Pub or a con exclusive female Cobra Infantry Trooper. I got the Heli Viper, which is just kind of, it takes the backpack of the Matt Tracker and puts it on a just like generic Viper person. I got Sergeant Flash, a regular Cobra Infantry Trooper, Major Blood, a Underwater Trooper, Rock and Roll, General Hawk, Spirit, the Infantry Trooper that has the helmet that Cobra Commander has, like the silver face. And then Wild Bill. So a bunch of things to kind of flesh out my 25th anniversary stuff, and who doesn't like more troopers? So that's what I got. But it was all G.I. Joe related. So
nice.
Yeah.
Wow, Bill, that's a hell of a haul.
Yeah.
Friend. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I was happy with it.
It's not often you have to go on like that.
Exactly.
You
got a little Baldwin drop of G.I. Joe. So.
Yeah, you normally go with like, I got this and that, and I'm very content.
Mm-hmm.
But you're all like, I needed more than 5 fingers. That's good stuff. Titled on my sex tape. Greg, what'd you get this week?
I got a couple things. I got the Transart Trans B tape.
Ooh.
How
is that?
Yeah, I'm glad I got it. It needed a little bit of work, but it's pretty creepy just to leave like hanging out in various rooms.
Are you gonna use it like an elf on a shelf?
Sort of, yeah. It's paid for itself. That's my current reference model for the coronavirus. And
you
then
have any toilet pitches, good sir?
yes, sure.
I'll
And then
give
I
you a
got
hat job.
the I can't remember the weird English name, but the Dinobot Code of Hero accessory set with the gun belts, and I just wanted the pistols, and it came with the rifle and the hammer and stuff from SP Dinobot. And then I picked up Zeta Pioneer.
Which one's Pioneer?
The Bumblebee.
Oh, okay.
The Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, and I'm
Gotcha.
pretty pleased with it.
Yay!
And yeah, I think that's about it. I have some other stuff that's in quarantine somewhere between here and China, but
Good stuff. And we'll see what Matt has once he joins us later on tonight. I did get the Snake Eyes classified. Well, like I was telling Justin, because I offered to sell it to him. So I figured he's a big G.I. Joe nerd. He would love it, but, he got his own. I was underwhelmed. Mostly because I have like 20 Deadpool Marvel Legend figures. And that's what it felt like to me. But what I do give them credit for is on the waist, it has that little, it looks like the old vintage G.I. Joe waist articulation it had, Justin, where that pin with the rubber band was and stuff. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It had that, but it was more like a ball joint. But I thought that was really neat. Just wasn't for me. So I did end up selling it. Just because I figured it would make someone else happy. Because honestly, the thing, like the moment I took it out of the box, put all his accessories on and stuff, and I was able just to leave it on the couch and not mess with it for a fucking hour. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna quit while I'm ahead.
That's how I felt too. Like I like it, and I like seeing that there's a mainstream 6-inch G.I. Joe thing, but like something about it, like I like the gun. I like both guns. The sword kind of felt a little weird to me. Like I just kind of wanted, I guess, a more traditional katana, not something with kind of, like whatever it was that was going on in that one. Like there's, it kind of looks like a scimitar.
Not like a scimitar.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. Like it doesn't feel like a ninja sword to me. So I don't know. And then like the backpack, like I feel like it's not really the old school Snake Eyes that, like the Commando Snake Eyes. Like this looks like, like modern ninja Snake Eyes. And I kind of, like the backpack feels wrong on him, but I don't feel like he looks good with the sword plugged directly in his back either. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't like it as much as I kind of hoped. So.
Oh, a lot of people like that photo. The photo I posted on the ROC, that got a lot of likes and stuff like that. But it's just like I said, wasn't for me.
Yeah, and like I can't sit it like in good faith sit it next to the articulated icons version of Storm Shadow I made, because like Storm Shadow looks just so different,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure, when this Storm Shadow comes out, he'll look great next to Snake Eyes. But like right now, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't love it as much as I kind of hoped I would. So, and like the weapons display, like I kind of knew I wasn't gonna give a shit about the weapons display. Like there's like your traditional things, but it's like there's no place to store it on Snake Eyes, so it's just sitting in the box. Like the only storage on Snake Eyes you can get is putting it back in his hand somewhere. So.
Gotcha. And Greg, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you asked me like, hey, how much you want for it? But honestly, when I made the comment on the ROC, I had like 3 people message me. I ended up selling it to KJ Smith, a really good artist, friend of mine. I'm sorry, dude. I thought you had ordered one, honestly.
I did order one. Mine just said ship chat.
Oh.
I was gonna cancel, bud.
Yeah, that's what I told Oscar. I'm like, man, if I had known you were gonna sell yours, I definitely would have canceled mine because it was such a
I
good
didn't
price.
know how I'd feel about it. Like, I'm concerned now because they're going to make
No,
a
I
Cobra
know how I
Commander.
feel about it.
Well, come on, man. I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Canadian sorry. Come on, man. Don't be a dick. No, but like I'm concerned what they're going to do with the Cobra Commander now. I mean, is it going to like? I understand they're going to feel like Marvel Legends because it's Hasbro, but like I bought a couple of their Power Ranger figures that they made, and those don't feel like Marvel Legends. What do you mean? Oh, shut up, man.
Goddamn Rainbow Rick over there.
I've got most of those Power Rangers too, and like, the thing about the Power Rangers that kind of disappoints me is like people were saying like, oh, they're so much better than the figure arts ones. Like they're more posable. I'm like, I just don't see that being the case. Like,
no.
Like I sold my figure arts ones, and I don't regret it because I sold them for like damn near $1,000. And I was like, it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, that was a bad decision, but like, I'm like, they're definitely no replacement for the figure arts ones. Like I feel like that's a bunch of people who couldn't get the figure arts ones being like, no, these are great, like these are fantastic,
Yeah.
So,
they make it. They're good. Go ahead, Greg.
This is joke's on you. I'm getting the original Power Ranger.
Oh, which one is that?
Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right. I see you're all excited for that too.
Yeah,
the
fuck yeah.
Tokusatsu version of Spider-Man with the big, and they got the robot coming out for him also, right?
Yeah, it's a solo joke and reissue with some extra stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll see what the price tag is, because I really don't care about like the wrist, like communicator and all that shit. So, depending on like if they made any changes to it, I can probably get the other one for cheaper. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they charge when it comes out. But yeah, everybody needs a little emissary from hell in their collection.
Right on. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the convention news. We have TFCon 2020 in the fall for Chicago.
Did you say Chicago? I don't feel like that's fair to Chicago people, Oscar.
No, honestly, I'm back in my younger days when I was a big sports nut. Chicago was the city I wanted us to move to from Jersey, because I was a big Chicago Bulls fan. Because guess why? Jordan. So
well, who wasn't back in the day?
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't matter. Everybody loved Jordan. You didn't even. Yeah. So
even the Knicks loved Jordan, especially John Starks. So, yeah, they're going to be at the Chicago O'Hare Hotel and Conference Center in Rosemont, Illinois. Looking forward to seeing what the word's going to be there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be attending this one, even though I have been Googling airfare, because air travel is like stupid cheap now. I'm looking at maybe $75 for a round ticket, which is not bad. But then there's like everyone's saying the hotel is like absolute garbage, and
this isn't at the one that it was previously. Is that correct?
I don't know. I'm not
this
entirely
is the one.
sure.
This isn't the one it was at the first time. This is the one that yeah, this is the one where the girl died in the freezer.
Okay.
What?
And they have the Caddyshack themed restaurant.
Okay, I didn't go to that one, so I'm not familiar with this one.
So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna wait a couple of months, see what happens. If I might make it, see if I can make it happen or not. If I can flex it out, and then see if I could get a roommate. Because man, I was fucking set for Orlando. But I think this is good, a little bit of positivity here. But then hopefully things
Greg, did I don't know if it's happening for you, but I think Oscar's latency is a little laggy, and he's just like deepening out as he's talking. I don't know if it's just me that's hearing it that way, or if you're hearing it too, Greg.
No, I've been here. I've picked it up too. And,
This
yeah,
is not good.
this is not good, Oscar.
No, this is not good. God damn.
Oscar is channeling his inner Antoine.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh. You must be having a blast during all this. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully things will... God damn it, it's doing it.
It's so good. Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Your laugh is funny, Justin.
It's okay. I don't mind that, so.
Fuck you, bully. But anyway, so... Oh, boy, this is going to be a fun episode. I think this is going to be, it's a nice little positive news. Shut up.
It sounds like Oscar's in witness protection. Oh, man. You just can't.
Let me... I don't think anything's going to work. I have to reboot my computer. We could try that.
Hey, do you know what might work?
What?
Have you considered upgrading your phone to internet package?
Mm-hmm.
We only got one provider out here, and apparently we're at the fastest speeds they have at this location.
And that's Jose.
CenturyLink, but technically the same thing.
I like CenturyLink. I had them before.
Out here, this is all they got. When we first got them, we had a bunch of problems, and then...
All right, Paul, calm down.
Yeah, there was a bunch of problems when we first got them, but they sorted it all out. Yeah, that was TFCon 2020 in Chi-Town, or as the cool movie is called, Chirac. I forget.
I don't know if I can do this. I just don't know if I can do this.
Which one? The show?
Oscar.
Chicago,
Yeah,
Chicago TFCon?
All of it. All of it. I think I'm broken.
Yeah, I think
I'm just broken at this point.
So.
You know what's not broken?
What's that, Greg?
The TFCon third party.
That's right. Go ahead, Oscar. Take
Even
us
if
through.
the convention was broken.
Mm-hmm. Did we lose
I
them?
would, but I don't
Yeah.
want people to know who I really am while I'm talking.
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry. What is your witness protection name? I mean, your real name?
Roberto Contomados.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to say that yourself because there's no chance I'm remembering that one. So.
So why don't you take us through this, Justin? There you go. Put you on the spot. You son of a
Good.
bitch.
Okay. So we'll
Surprise.
start with the first thing. We got Zeta.
Right. We needed that effect right back up.
Did
It's
he?
like, yeah, he's son of a bitch.
Of course.
Yeah.
So anyway, first thing up
So
is Zeta Blitz Starscream Wing. Have we seen this before? I feel like we've seen this before, right?
I think we saw one from another company.
Okay. This looks really good.
Yeah.
And I really think they nailed the jet mode there. I'm not positive. I mean, I'm not familiar with the jet. Maybe it does have this dual opening cockpit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but like, if that's true, like that's cool. It's a nice little detail you threw in that I don't feel like you really had to. So I see no reason why you would put two cockpits that open up like that if that wasn't how it actually worked. So
I'm gonna start calling him Blitzscream.
I like that.
Oh no, that damn cockpit looks like Astrotrain. See, because never mind.
No, it does look kind of like a train coming out of his chest there.
It's hard to stop a train, Oscar.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, the robot mode and stuff looks great, but still, it still looks more Starscream than it does Blitzwing, even down to the wings. Not the same Seeker mode, obviously, but it looks good. And he looks really good next to that Bumblebee.
Yes,
So,
sir.
I feel like if you're
Who
in
has
on
that
Bumblebee
on this podcast?
Yeah. No, I think the last picture that they show us here, to me, shows that this particular Blitzwing is just not capable of doing the Iron Man pose. They tried. he looks like he's looking into his chest for some radar readings or something too.
Hey, he tried.
You tried.
My lats are just too muscular.
Do you see his since we always like to point out the robot faces. First off, I see a Kylo Ren helmet in the top part of the cockpit there. Where it's not translucent. I can kind of see that a little. And then moving down, I see like this like wide open robot mouth with the two eyes, like it's screaming. Does anyone else see that? Just me?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes. Oh, can't unsee it now.
All right, so moving on to our next one, we've got Lemon Tree, and they are showing off a whole bunch of movie shit that they're doing too, starting with Optimus Prime, who looks like he's probably pretty close to completion because they have painted stuff, and I feel like the metals for the blue and then just like the regular red just don't match at all. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else feels any particular way about it, but I'm like, it's just kind of a weird decision to me.
What is the price point on these going to be? We don't know that yet.
I don't know. Let's see if they have anything.
Because I'm seeing lots of different. Obviously you could exchange the hands, which is cool. Because sometimes opposable hands and stuff like that can get really annoying while trying to transform a figure. So it's very like SH Figuartish. But this doesn't look that bad, really.
Yeah, it looks fine. I don't know if it's because it's in prototype form. Like I don't really care for the truck mode personally. Like I feel like the silver is very disjointed from the red cab, but like opposite of like MPO1 Optimus. You know how like MPO1 that the like, for lack of better terms, like the cockpit portion of the cab extended out over the grill portion, like kind of awkwardly. You know what I'm talking about? Like this one looks like it does the opposite. Like the grill portion extends out over the other part. So I don't know. It's a little weird to me, but I don't know. We'll see. Could be just that it's prototype and things aren't pegged together quite right. You can see the wheels not really pegged in at the bottom and stuff like that. So,
because I know, I poked fun at their Shockwave, but at least they were kind of original in that design. Like, hey, we're gonna make them transform into the Nemesis.
And we'll see that pretty soon too.
Say what?
We'll see that pretty soon too. In here, they have that on display here. But like this looks like it has like the same type of complaint you had about the Earthrise Optimus with like metallic blues and reds, or was that just the metallic blues and like flat grays? I can't quite remember what you said.
It was the metallic blue and then like flat blue on the boots.
Okay. Yeah, like this guy's got a lot of metallic blue going on, and I feel like it clashes with the red too much. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting. Who knows?
Yeah. Plus, these are like a weird scale.
So they won't even be masterpiece?
No, they're like chug scale.
Ooh, Daddy likes the sound of that.
Okay, please don't do that.
Oh, what's wrong? Sorry.
All right.
Like I said, who hasn't? Oh wait, that was before we were recording. Never mind. Oops.
Fuck you.
So scrolling down a little more, they have their own movie, Starscream, coming. Well, see, and here's the thing: is this supposed to be Starscream, or is it supposed to? I mean, they style it Starcream, so I assume that it's Starscream, but it's definitely like the Blitzwing character.
You mean Blitzscream?
They should call it Blitzscream. You could get away with that.
Oh, we should design our own Blitzscream.
I don't think it looks better than the Zeta one though. So, I mean, I guess if it's its own scale, then it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know.
Man, like the Seeker fanboy in me is like, oh, this is pretty. But of course, they're always going to do a Starscream, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with Starscream, they're just gonna go ahead and do the other two. You know, like it's a given.
Yep. So I hope they do the other two and do. I thought. But yeah, this looks actually really neat. Wish they had an alt mode pick on here to see what that jet looked like, because I'm looking at wings that are on ball joints in the back.
Do you think it turns in? I mean, do you think it's?
I think it's
like the Bumblebee movie.
I don't know. I mean, I think this is going to be a Tetrajet, really.
Nice. Why does it have to be a Tetrajet? Why can't they be like Hexajets?
Do we know what? Are we still on Starscream? I had to get my charger from my laptop real quick. So do we know if he turns into the? I mean, I guess they didn't really show anything, but does anyone have any clue if he turns into the jet or if he turns into
Tetrajet?
Tetrajet.
That's what it kind of looks like. Honestly, I mean, I don't know, man. I can't. I ain't you. I'm not an engineer. I can't look at something and be like, oh, that's going to fold into that, and that's going to fold into that. So I can't fucking tell you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell based on this. So should we move on?
Yeah, because they're doing. Hold on. Let's see. Because they're doing the. They're doing a different version. I'm trying to see if it's the same mold. Yeah, these are like the Cybertronian. So that is Starscream. That's just the background characters from Cybertron. So, like, on that opening scene. So, yeah, they should be Tetrajets or whatever they turned into in the movie. Because there's an acid storm or whatever, like, down at the very end, too.
Oh,
in fact,
okay,
all of these.
I forgot.
That's what
I
everything,
that, yeah.
everything they're doing except for that purple potato is from that opening scene. Or the opening part, actually.
Yeah. So it probably is going to end up being Cybertronian. Which is interesting because their prime is not, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he didn't transform in, though. We don't know what he looked like.
You're right. He could look exactly like that. So, whatever. Anyway, next they have their Purple Potato, which is their name for Shockwave. I don't know where Purple Potato comes from, but it is what it is.
Yeah, looking forward to this one to see what the reviews are going to be like. I love the name. I really thought when we first started talking about it that Greg was clowning like he normally does with the titles.
Yeah, I know. I did too. I was like, no way, this can't be what it's called. No, Purple Potato. So this is a really good looking Nemesis. Like this actually kind of I almost want to get it just to have a little Nemesis on display. You know, like I don't think I'm in on anything else in your line, but like it's pretty cool to have a little Nemesis. Like I take this and I take a little Arc, you know, and I'd be happy with that. So
you want an animated Arc though?
I would like that even more, yeah. But it'd be cool to have like this in the actual Arc there. So I hope there's
a company that does all the animated third-party stuff.
Wasn't
Ideas did them
like
before. I don't know.
Who I didn't think there actually was one. I thought he was going to be like, I don't know there is one.
Mech Ideas did a few things. I guess they did the Mario and Luigi, and then they did the Huffer and Pipes, and I think that was it. So
didn't we see like some Constructicons?
Yeah, I don't remember who did that. There was a Dirt Boss, and then there was a Scrapper, and whoever the other Constructicon was. Was it? I think it was Long Haul, but I'm not sure. So
yeah, maybe.
But Yeah, it is a shame. There's actually a guy on TFW. He's 3D printed. Do you remember there was a Marauder Megatron and a Optimus Prime with like the trailer that disconnected. It disconnected and became like Power Master armor. I think it was supposed to be a Power Master Prime.
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kind of.
Didn't we just see that again recently?
I don't know.
Pop up again?
Yeah, if you saw it pop up, it was because someone actually 3D like created it and made it themselves. So like I don't know if he's gonna end up releasing it. Yeah, but if that guy actually makes that, like, I'll be so excited. It'd be really nice to have that. So
neat.
Yeah. But back to Shockwave, I hope he has more paint than what he shows, because like when he's in robot mode, he's a little underwhelming. But you know, maybe it's just
he says he's got to be like 8 inches tall.
Okay, so like Optimus Prime, the MP10 is like 10 inches, isn't it?
It's like I want to say 9 or 10.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I think he's about 10 inches tall, if I recall correct. I don't know, could be wrong.
So that's slightly bigger than a Voyager, which I mean, I don't know. If I do end up picking this guy up, it would be just that, like you were doing, put him in Nemesis mode, because that looks fucking awesome. It really does.
Yeah.
Really sharp. And that's a little bit of originality coming back to third party. You know, like Optimus Prime's always a truck, or Ironhide, which we're going to talk about in a bit, is always a van. It's nice to see them taking something in a completely different direction with a character. Like I never would have associate Shockwave with the Nemesis. I am curious to see how he transforms, how everything gets tucked away. Because there's a lot of stuff to hide there, but no, we'll see when he's released.
Yeah. So it's definitely
price point
it's the one that's mostly on my radar. I don't know because I couldn't find Lemon Tree on any site to pre-order it yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, because during the actual third-party panel video, he seemed pretty optimistic that these were coming out soon.
That's cool. So. I don't know any place that you can pre-order them. I mean, it's not to say it doesn't exist, but on the retailers that I usually purchase from, nobody has them listed. So I don't know. You know, this could be the type of thing where it's a company they don't really do business with. I don't know. So,
have you checked China?
I have not checked those. That's why I was saying, like, and it makes me wonder who's the company behind this, because like I know, like Mech Fans Toys is really hard to find on a lot of retailers. So I just kind of started wondering if they could have been the same company or anything like that. So.
Well, don't they put? Wasn't Mech Fans Toys like an offshoot of somebody else, like MMC or something?
That I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's true or not. It wouldn't surprise me.
I know they took over Mech Ideas or something. Because they took over some projects that never came out, like that Wildcaster.
I remember MMC bought Mech Ideas or took them over or something like that. But I don't know if Mech Fans Toys is related to them or not.
Oh, isn't that who? I'm sorry. I was thinking. Wait, did you say Mech Ideas or Mech Fans Toys?
Mech Fans Toys. If I said Mech Ideas, I meant Mech Fans Toys. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's all. At this point, it's all like you can say anything, and it's a third-party company.
Yeah, Mech Fans Toys was what I meant to say. If I said the wrong thing, Mech Fans Toys is the one that is notoriously hard to find on like BBTS doesn't usually sell most of their stuff. Like they've got some of it, but other places don't carry any of their stuff, and I assume, you know, it's the fact that a lot of their products are just KOs of, you know, other existing things, but I don't know. So
they're under Mechanics Studio, I think, on BBTS.
Okay.
That's what I think they're labeled as.
Makes me
Robert
wonder
would
though.
know.
Like I don't know. I would
It's
like
his
to know
company.
who Lemon Tree is because like the one thing that worries me about this is like they look good, but like I hate to buy something that looks good and then just like everything else about it is kind of shit. You know. That's my fear. Like, I don't want to buy into a company that I'm like, oh, that was trash. Like, that was total waste of my money. So, I don't know.
I agree completely. Now, the next one, I'm really interested in what you guys think about.
Soundwave?
Blueberry.
I love the names.
This is, yeah, first off, the names are making me hungry.
So this Blueberry is obviously Soundwave, and he's fine. I mean, he looks like movie Soundwave. He looks like a Pacific Rim robot to me. But I think that's what Soundwave kind of supposed to look like, right? Like this is Gypsy Soundwave.
Yeah. He's got to be about 6 inches tall, according to the conversion, 160 millimeters, 6.2 inches.
What's interesting is like if do you think it's wrong for Shockwave to be 8 inches and Soundwave to be like it was, what was it, 8 for Shockwave and like 6 for this, like I kind of feel like it's a little weird that they're scaled so differently. Like I feel like they should be the same size, but I don't know.
Because considering they have a Shockwave that goes with this coming up next, that's going to be the same size ish.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think Purple Potato is just kind of its own little thing.
There's
a silhouette of a
well, that's okay then. Okay.
Of a Shockwave.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that then. So are you in on this, Oscar? Depending on the price? Alrighty then.
Is he dead?
No.
I found Lemon Tree. Oh, I found pre-orders up for him, but no.
It's just like $5 and pay the rest later.
Yeah,
or
final
like that.
full price unknown for now. Yeah, it was on Show Z.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, it seems to be a case. So I guess we'll move on since Oscar isn't here anymore. No mo. So next is
his voice just got so low that we can't hear it.
Yeah, it's brown noise.
It's fine. I muted by mistake. Sorry.
I'm shitting myself. It's all the brown noise.
That's racist.
Yeah. Anyway, take us to the next one, Oscar. What's next?
It is Lemon Tree -05 Carrot. That is Ironhide.
That's the best they could have come up with him. Like they couldn't have come up with something else like
tomato.
Yeah, tomato, raspberry, apple. I don't know.
Apple would have been great, but
Cherry.
what's not great is the fact this guy's got to be the same height as a basic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure at 5 fucking inches and change.
That's interesting. And that's the stuff that kind of makes me worry because like it looks great, but like how's the engineering on things going to be? Like, are we going to end up seeing too small of parts? Like, that's my worry. And I don't know your company. If someone were to be like on the side, be like, oh, Lemon Tree is, fans project, reimagined. Like, I'd be like, okay, well, I know the quality of their figures at least. So, I have something to go on,
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I know. That's why I threw him out there because it was like, maybe, but who knows? So, yeah.
Yeah, because the last time we heard from them, like they said that stuff for sure was coming, and that was like a year ago. They're like, oh no, don't worry, we're gonna finish our Headmasters.
We're not dead.
We're not dead. We swear. We still function. But
I'm
yeah,
still waiting
5
for
inches
freaking
and
Make
change,
Toys
man,
to finish
and-
some of their Headmasters. We could have him Make Toys.
Oh, and Shay, Justin. God damn.
Oh, they did too. They all did.
No, but I mean, I'm looking at. Of course, these are CAD designs; they're not even prototypes. But looking at Ironhide, I mean, is.
I think he looks
I'm
good,
just
but
wondering how
like,
they're gonna pull this off.
the close up of the head I don't like, and I don't care if it's really 100% movie accurate. Like, I just feel like it could look better than it does. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else agrees. Maybe I'm just alone on that opinion, but I don't know. Something about the head I don't like. It's like the lack of a mouth or something, you know?
No, I hear you. I mean, there's a bigger. I'm all zooming in, but yeah, it looks like Jesus Christ. He looks like instead of talking like Ironhide, he'd sound like Microsoft Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Optimus Prime, we are under attack.
Yeah, like there's no
attack,
visible
attack,
mouth on there, which is what makes it weird.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a design. Yeah. And I know you know that, but that's just how they looked in the movie.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I feel like I would have taken some liberties, but I guess I'm not really the market that they're going for. I guess so. I don't know. Just me, I guess.
I mean, maybe
that's
it'll be
funny
great
because you actually personally were the market they're going for. These are one-offs.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't buy them,
yeah.
Well, the family's never going to recover from the coronavirus.
No. Who knows? I mean, maybe this company won't even come out anyway, so we don't know.
That is true.
So next is that Shockwave, and he's all silhouette, so you can't really tell much about him.
He's at 165 millimeters.
Yeah, so that's like the 8 inches, very similar to Soundwave.
Oh, is it?
He's just a little taller.
It's
yeah.
6.49 inches.
And then they have Pepper, who is basically Starscream, but in Conehead form. So I guess you can expect the Coneheads to come. They'll just grab you with...
Which looks interesting. I mean, there was no green Conehead, but hey, you know, they get points for attempting to try something different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was in the movie.
Yeah.
So, okay. Maybe we'll get a whole new set of there'll be a whole new color scheme of sneakers.
Yeah, rainbow colors. They'll call them the Skittles.
Just think one day we'll be like, oh, they're going to make green head. You know, they're going to make the other two. They're going to make them in pink and silver instead of black and blue. Never mind. God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it. Speaking of God damn it.
Let's move on.
So, someone educate me on this because I'm late to the game on Banana Force. These are the people that made the Super Action Master.
Yes. They made the Optimus Prime that everybody says really good. You know, full, like really great for articulation, but I mean, it doesn't transform or anything, which is fine. You know, you took that decision and you made the best, from what I hear, the best it can be, you know.
A lot of people seem happy with the original RD Prime figure that they made.
So
but
they're doing a black version, of course, because who wouldn't?
And supposedly it was a pretty steep price tag, right?
I don't remember how much that price tag was. Do you, Greg?
I do not.
Let's see if we can find it.
Excuse me. Oh, now everybody's got COVID. Everybody listening at home, you're all gonna die.
Let's see. So $244 for the premium edition. I don't know if there's any other edition. Let me see. Banana.
They're $249 at TF Source.
$245 is what I see.
There's one here that shows you store. They're selling it for $159.99. I'm not sure if it's the I don't know the difference between the premium edition or the other.
Yeah, so it looks like the premium one looks like it's metal parts. I don't know if the other one is or not. So.
Yeah. So it sucks because, like I said, this looks really cool, but it's for people like Matt would enjoy this if they're photographers and stuff.
Yeah. That was kind of my disappointment in it, is like I kind of like the RAD Prime and stuff like that, but like for me, like I still want my Transformers to Transformers, but I haven't really gone in on any of the model kits. Like as good as everyone says they are, it's just not what I'm looking for. So.
Oh, I hear you. I understand. Yeah. It's not for everybody, you know.
And you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with Transformers that don't transform. It's just not what I want. So, you know.
I got you. So there's a black repaint. It looks nice. Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of history with the RID Prime, so I'm not really like, oh wow, I can't wait.
I thought it was cool just because, like, so I think I don't remember when I got it. I definitely didn't get it when RID was on, but I picked up the fire truck, and I didn't really like RID, frankly. Like, I just liked the fact that they were cars again. And I got the fire truck at some point, and I was like, wow, this is really a pretty good toy. You know, like, it felt robust outside of the tires cracking, things like that. Like, it's a good toy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And Ultra Magnus was kind of a weird toy, but he was still fine, too, all things considered.
Sure
and they have one of him coming, so it's cool.
Is that the next one?
Yeah.
Is that who that's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's the Ultra Magnus.
I figured.
Yeah, they redesigned it. They completely redesigned it, I think.
Does the Ultra Magnus combine with the Optimus? I think it does. I think even though they're you know, like Action Masters, it's kind of does the same thing that God, I can't think of the company. Why am I blanking on them? The ones who did Drift and stuff.
Flame Toys, yeah.
Like they're doing the same thing that even though they are Action Masters, there is some element of being able to combine them together.
Right. Parts.
So does that technically does that count as transforming?
I mean, I guess it could in some people.
Parts forming?
So.
Well, I mean, the parts, they would have to do something they would have to do some manner of transformation
to work.
To clip on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fair. I mean, it's not transforming into a vehicle, so it may be transforming in some way, but not in the way that I necessarily need.
What if it transforms your collection into statues and Action Masters?
Good point.
Whoa, watch your mouth. Watch your horror mouth.
Whoa. Calm it down, Kuro Furry Kai. With your model kits.
So what is their next one? Their next one is that
Diet Atlas, which looks really good. Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I wouldn't have seen that one coming, but you know, on that same token, I'd have no reason not to see that one coming next. Like, these guys don't really have much of a pattern established yet, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. Diatlas is fine. I think, I mean, it could be the best looking Diatlas you have on your shelf, right? So, he's fine.
I mean, right now, because I remember when Takara did that big power pack, I think it was called. It came with Diatlas and 2 other people. I decided not to invest in it because as much as I love Sky Shadow and I thought Overlord was okay, it just, I don't know. I didn't think it worked for Diatlas. So that's why I ended up getting my hands on the Fans Project version again. Their Armored Core version, sorry. So I mean, but this looks really good. This looks
it does look really good. Yeah, it's still a shame to me it doesn't transform, but like it looks this does look really good. I could see potentially picking this up just to have something for like a Diatlas. Like I don't even really care about Diatlas, but I think it looks cool and it'd be fun to have that on the shelf potentially.
Yeah, what is Diatlas in?
Is he
IDW?
in
Zone?
Yeah, I think it was Zone.
Well, yeah, I know that, but is there anything like else?
Yeah, I think he was in IDW or something like that at some point.
He was part of the City of Light or whatever they were called.
Okay, that's right.
Drift trained with when he went from Dreadlock to Drift.
Yeah. Looks cool. I picked up Oscar's Diatlas, who's sitting in the back room, but he's kind of too small for anything I would use him for. So.
He feels good with deluxes and with the classics on Chuck.
Yeah, maybe he'll go in with Earthrise. Who knows? So.
Yeah.
Earthrise has been making me reconsider a whole box of things that are on the for sale list. You know, I'm like, well, not so fast.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I went on record as saying the hoist looks great from the front, but in the back. But honestly, he's growing on me.
Yeah, he's not bad.
So
he's still my least favorite of the wave, but he's fine.
Because of the wheels. Mm-hmm. And they're stupid because you got fucking rims on one and those crappy whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what?
Next one is, of course,
I totally forgot I did get a Transformer this week. I got the hoist, or what's his name? Yeah, is it hoist? No, grapple. I always confuse the two. I got him.
You got grapple.
Yeah, I did get a Transformer this week.
That's not bad for a grapple.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Feels like a G1 with better articulation.
I can see that. Transforms just like the G1 too.
It sure does. That's why I was like, oh, look at all this shit's fun, yay. But
anyway, so next is
Optimus Prime.
Yeah. I don't fucking know what Optimus Prime that's supposed to be, but
it's Gendry.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was.
Is it the chest that gave it away? Because that's what I'm really getting the vibe from, is for the chest.
Yeah, that's the only thing that really made me feel that way.
The fact it was listed in the panel list as Gendry is what
gave
it away
it was?
for me. But...
Oh, okay. You saw it. All right.
I mean, I'm not trying to be sarcastic. Like,
No, I know.
Maybe a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, he looks fine. I don't really care.
I love pistachios
about it. I guess
I'm not eating them too up.
Yeah, I'm fine with using the Fans Hobby Power Baser if I wanted to display a Jinrai. So
that's a fucking Jesus Christ, dude. Those of you that own that's a badass fucking unit.
The thing that I think is weird about this, the thing that's so weird about this is like he's got such like boxy proportions at the top, and then you get to like the abdomen area, and it's kind of like he's got like a girl's abdomen going on there, like kind of got that hourglassy shape going on, and I'm like, I'm not sure how that makes me feel, you know? So.
Well, he's Japanese.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that. What did he look like in the show? Did he look exactly like that? I don't feel like he did. Jinrai Transformers. Let's take a look.
But he's Japanese.
Yeah, he didn't look like that. So I don't like it. And I don't like the windows either. The window on the chest is not how it looked either, and it's stylized. I get it, but I don't know. It's like Jinrai meets Star Convoy for me.
I see that. Okay. I mean, I have no association with Jinrai. Like, there's no, I watched the show. What was it? Master Force, right? That he was featured on. But I mean, like, Overlord was in that also. But what made Overlord happen for me was the IDW comics. So
yeah, me too. Even though I do like the G1 style Overlord still, like I just assume G1 style Overlord has the same, mentality as IDW Overlord. So that's what made the character for me.
All right on. Next, Transform Element. Now, are these guys Masterpiece Company or are these Legends class figures?
They're doing both.
They're doing both.
Yeah, so this is like a Masterpiece scale. I actually have this on pre-order too because it was only like $60.
Which one? The Transform Element?
Yeah, the B. I have this one on pre-order too because I couldn't make up my mind, but I got the chance to get the other one. And
so this is also MP scale. This particular one.
This is Bumblebee, yeah. Huh. There's reviews up of it in Chinese.
I just feel like aesthetically, what's out there maybe looks better to me, but I don't know. Maybe it's a weird angle. I don't know. I'm not sure if I dig the aesthetics of this particular one. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't make up my mind. I didn't really know if I liked it or not, so I figured better safe than sorry.
Yeah, and maybe there's definitely figures that don't work at all in pictures, but like in hand, you're like, okay, that works. But like something about the chest bulk is weird to me on this one. Doesn't feel right. I don't know. Is it the placement of the headlights of the Volkswagen? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's kind of off too, because in the movie there's like a little bit more angular.
Yeah, they kind of rotate, like the bumpers kind of rotate like outwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, exactly, the bumper, yeah, exactly. They kind of make a V.
Yeah, and this one kind of looks very, very straight. It's just like it folded down, or you pushed the hood inward, and that was that.
Yeah. Yeah, but some stuff like the way it manages the back looks a little bit more. Yeah, there's just little things about this one.
And it could be the case that this one is just, even better. Like I've heard the TF or Zeta Toys one is a nightmare to transform. So I mean, this could be a case that this one's a breeze to transform, and it could be a case that maybe those panels kind of do rotate, and they just didn't do it on the prototype. I don't know. I'm not sure.
So, Greg, you have the Zeta. Does the back clean up like this one does?
Yeah, the back cleans up. It's just the way the wing, like this looks like you can get some swinging out of the doors.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of articulate the doors a little bit. On the Zeta one, it's just kind of is the way it is. Because those two panels connect and make that spine piece. So, but I think the paint looks pretty good on the Zeta.
Yeah.
I saw Matt's review on it, but I mean, I don't know. This doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a snobby thing to say. I'm sorry.
The card looks
well,
fine.
Especially with your voice sounding the way it does.
Yeah.
You're like, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck you.
But this is one like the car mode looks fine. The robot looks a little weird to me, like not close enough to the source material. But who knows? Maybe it'll blow everybody away, and people will talk about it, and I'll be like, darn, I missed out. You never know.
Maybe.
So what's next? I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
This I'm kind of excited for.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Beast Wars Scorponok.
Now this is Legends.
This is Legends, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's cool.
This looks very cool.
Or, if you have a G1 collection, it's Masterpiece Guild.
Perfect. I mean, it's Masterpiece scale for, the G1 masterpieces.
Mm-hmm.
This looks, this looks dope. This looks dope as fuck. Oh, I hope they do more characters.
Yeah,
I mean, trying to get your hands on a Scorponok from the Beast Wars line is expensive enough as it is. Not to mention that BotCon one I saw that they did years ago. What's that thing? Last time I saw it was going for like $700, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's cool. I mean, it looks like it's not very hard to transform, and it serves the part, I think. So I don't see why you wouldn't be into it if you're into Beast Wars.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, are we ready to move on to Gang Toys? I don't think they showed anything we haven't seen.
Yeah, we already talked about Remembrance, besides the fact that I said his name wrong and then Greg said his name wrong. And then we finally agreed it's a Dive Bomb. I kept calling him something else.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said Power Glide. We all agreed it looks like a Gundam Transformer.
Mm-hmm. And then they show a silhouette of Predaking, which is fine.
Yes.
Like he's
Next is
he's perfectly
Gigapower.
fine. So Gigapower shows still their Dinobots, which whatever. I guess it's a cool version of Slag, Snarl, Slug, whatever they're calling them now. Which one is this?
Yeah,
Can never remember.
It's got a couple extra pieces and
yeah. What did they change about it, Greg? You have this, right? or had it. It's
I don't have it. Yeah, I used to have it. Actually, I had this one a couple of times. I had both versions of it. There's different heads. Obviously the paint.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something else different. I think there's another optional part, and then I think there's only like 300 or 400 of these made. So, if you're into that sort of thing,
yeah, I mean, grab it. I guess it's just I wonder if Gigapower is going to do anything else ever. But let's move on to one I'm really excited for. From Fans Hobby. This is Go Shooter, correct, Greg?
Go Shooter, yeah.
I'm so excited about
Siren.
Go Shooter. Super excited about that.
Right, Justin?
Was that?
This is like your guy, right?
Yeah, I love Go Shooter. I
well-
love Go Shooter and I love Minerva. I love the fact that Go Shooter is a police RX-7. I'm very happy to see a modern take on an old, 80s, very early 90s RX-7. So I'm super excited. I love Go Shooter, and I can't wait for them to just go ahead and make him Siren, and I guess I'd like to see what they're gonna do with Minerva as Nightbeat, but like I feel like that's coming too, right? They share alt modes, so I'm sure they can sandwich in slightly different internal pieces. But Go Shooter,
we
nothing
get
needs to
Nightbeat.
change. So yeah.
But yeah, I
There you
love
go,
a good
talking like a
police
damn SJW again.
Don't assume us by our genders by calling us guys. All right, point of privilege. But yeah, I love good police bot.
If I'm going to be critical of both Minerva and Go Shooter in this case, the only thing that I think Fans Hobby didn't really figure out how to work out on both of them is like the windshields on them. Because they just kind of awkwardly hang off the back. And in the end, it's kind of like, it's fine. But like, I'm like, yeah, I mean, you could have probably done that a little bit nicer. But, whatever.
This is the part of the show where Robert would say over and over, "It's like crap." Come on, Justin, look at that. Tell me that looks good.
Yeah.
And
No, it
then
does.
like
It does look
shit.
pretty crappy. So.
Then he plays the clip of Matt ripping ass in that one episode over and over and over. But I'll be real, this looks really solid. There's that Minerva. She's up for pre-order now, right?
Yeah, she's like 80, I think, something like that.
It's like 60, 70 on there.
Yeah, I thought it was cheaper than that. Which makes me want to grab her. And then the last time I did something like that, I ended up buying a whole line of stuff. So I'll have to rebuy all the Master Force stuff.
Her feet really remind me a lot of Gumball from TFC for Minerva. You know what I mean? Like the hood is part of the leg assembly, but I don't know. But that Go Shooter looking.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like, I'm glad
Man,
like
that
these
Gumball's a
pictures.
shitty,
These
cheap-looking
pictures of
figure.
Minerva, like you can tell they're so close to completion on it. Like, goddamn, I cannot wait till they drop these. So, I'm glad to see this, and now all we need is the little fire truck, cab. Yeah, which leaves me in a predicament, like, because I'm definitely in if they make Siren out of Go Shooter, and I'm probably in if they make Nightbeat out of Minerva. I'm like, but I really don't need a cab and a hose head, because like, unlike the other two, like they're pretty much the same, So, I'd be interested to see how they try to differentiate cab and hose head, if at all.
Darker paint.
Yeah.
Like a slightly different shade of red.
That's the only thing I could think of. I hope you would put in something different about them, but who knows? So I would need a damn good reason to get two of the fire truck, given the similarities of the U.S. and Japanese characters. But that
because it's a rescue vehicle.
Good. I can't wait.
Justin,
was that
it's a rescue vehicle? You gotta have to.
Yeah,
it's a rescue vehicle.
I'm all
That's
about the
your thing,
rescue
man.
vehicles.
Yeah.
So.
And the Rescue Rangers.
You know it. The Rescue Ranger is the best.
Oh my god, I love that show. Yeah, but up next is, I guess it's an add-on kit for their Double Evil, their take on Overlord.
It's an IDW.
Add-on kit,
That's
yeah.
so funny to me. The IDW style Overlord had G1 upgrade kit.
And the
And now
G1
the
one
G1
has,
upgrade.
yeah,
Yeah. And neither of them really look like
they're
enough like
supposed to. Yeah,
the other version. Yeah, for it to even really matter.
yeah.
But yeah,
I definitely feel like
Transformers fans gonna transform.
if you got the MMC, like if you want the IDW, you get the MMC one because nothing about this looks like the IDW one. And if you want the G1, you get this one. You know, like
Yeah.
so. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, first off, the unit itself, Double Evil, is just fantastic looking. I have nothing negative to say about that. But that faceplate really, whereas the IDW kind of had the Nick Roche look of Overlord, this one has more the Alex Maley take on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, again, I'm the guy that's all about aesthetics because I'm a shallow bastard. But you know, you have the redone cannon that looks like it fits well in his tank mode. I don't know, it looks all right. People own this unit already. Then they got a nice little option for an upgrade kit.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, I'm a little curious to what you guys think about this because this has got to be the first time I've seen a third-party company tackle this version of Optimus Prime.
Yeah, so this one is interesting to me too because, like, I don't necessarily hate Armada Prime, but like I don't really know anything about him either. You know, like I never watched Armada. I have it on DVD or whatever, and never cracked that case open. Like I understand Armada. I was fond of the PlayStation 1 game, and like so this is like one of those cases where I'm like, maybe I'm in on this because he's Optimus. Like I don't know.
Armada overall wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I have to go back. It's
comparison.
Energon that sucks, right?
Yeah, and Cybertron.
Yeah.
Even though some people disagree on those points, but yeah, and especially like compared to like the other two shows in that series, like Armado's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, comparatively so. It was okay overall. It was good comparatively to the Energon, and yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the case where I definitely could be interested in this version, and I think, you know, given Fans Hobby's track record, I'd consider picking it up, because it looks good. Like it looks good for a character I don't care, and it's like, you know, unlike a lot of things, like it's like, well, it's Optimus. He can stand alone on a quote unquote Optimus shelf, you know, and kind of look cool. So I can deal with him being an outlier in my collection.
This really reminds me a lot of the. If you remember they called him Bendy Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the smaller deluxe one or whatever.
Yeah. That's what this kind of reminds me. But obviously, this is going to be bigger because their whole line's known for being very big.
Mm-hmm.
Giggity. But this looks dope. I love the trailer. The trailer looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see.
Assume...
It'll be interesting to see how it works too, you know, because like the original was so crippled by that gimmick of the trailer transforming on its own, which, you know, like it's fine, like it's a thing, but like it didn't need to do that. So like to see it kind of fully realized, I think it's gonna be interesting for sure.
What wasn't there reports of that thing like catching fire? Or is that just exaggeration?
I feel like that's exaggeration. I don't know. I know it'll, if it's not perfect and stuff like that, it strips its own gears and things like that, but I don't think it would catch fire. So,
yeah.
That would definitely surprise me to hear something like that. So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That was the one that had the automatic thing.
Yep.
I forgot all about that.
Watching that thing transform was like watching yourself connect to the internet back in like the early 2000s and shit.
Mm-hmm. I have one that works. Like, yeah, I've only like let it transform like once or twice. I'm like, cool, that's cool. Just put it away.
And then the next one they have is, I think it's their first foray into the Legends class or Micromasters. This guy is 2 inches long. In his vehicle mode, it's the Naval Commander.
So this is the
Minicon.
is it Leader One? What's his name? I can't remember.
Leader 1, I believe his name was, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Leader 1 was yeah, that's right. Leader 1, he turned into a little car or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I assume this comes with that that Optimus. So.
Yep.
That's cool. I mean, it's a valid accessory because that was part of Armada, so you have to have the minicons. I don't know, it looks to me like he is kind of like a fully realized minicon, which kind of looks ridiculous, but it looks like it has the same port as regular minicons. So if you want to use them, like, go for it. So.
Yep. It's new docking system for fitting different mini robots is created. So you can take like your Armada minicons and slap them on there. I really hope they don't plague this with like silly gimmicks. But this doesn't look bad for it being like a smaller robot. Like we're talking like this is their first foray in the Legends class, right? Or did Double Evil?
Yeah,
Mama and Giga, whatever they were called.
They've had the small figures, but I mean, none of them transform. Like, I mean, the
outside of transform and
like an engine, which is just that they fold up, and the same thing for the headmasters, they just fold up. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm fine with it. It looks kind of silly, but it is what it is. So.
Yep. It sure is.
And they have the base mode. That's cool. It's nice that that's there. Like kind of unnecessary. I hope it doesn't look like it messes with any of the articulation or anything. But like, I could see enjoying that, having some fun with it. So,
especially if you're a fan that collected the minicons from back in the day.
Yeah.
His combined mode though, Jesus.
Yeah,
that is nice.
It looks good. The only thing that worries me is the panels on the back where the tank treads are. But I mean, assuming they kind of move out of the way, I don't know if it'll be a problem. So.
And then they have the homage like the original Armada toy where you can put a minicon on his shoulder, and that would activate the power up or. I forgot what his power up was.
Yeah, I don't ever remember.
Yeah, this is
gimmicks.
This is very nice for fans' hobbies. This is their Master Builder series, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I forgot what the MB stands for. But yeah, very nice. Good job, almost said Fans Toys. Because that's what we're doing next, but on this Optimus Prime. I think your version of G1 was Armada? Fuck, man, pick this shit up.
Yes, speaking of master bullies.
My favorite company and yours, Greg, you know it. Except it is my favorite company. I don't know if it's actually Greg's, but it's fine.
I don't mind. I don't mind them at all. I like most of what they put out. I just don't like I don't always like their fan base.
Their strong arm tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah, their fan base is an interesting group of people. So.
It sure is.
So I hear stories. God forbid you remind them that all third-party companies have things wrong with their releases because then they accuse you of being a troll. But so explain this to me. Why is it that we need a Fans Toys acoustic sound wave, acoustic wave?
I don't know particularly. I think that this is just a case of this. I think is one of their older designs that they were at one point working on, and I'm not unhappy to see them release it. I think it's fine. It's okay at this point that it's time. So yeah, I'm okay with it.
I mean, I like their tapes. Their cassettes look dope as hell. That Soundwave does look very. Go ahead, dude. Sorry.
I was gonna say, lucky for you, the tapes are sold separately, so you'll be able to just buy the tapes if you want.
Yeah, the tapes look really good.
On that Ravage.
The tapes will cost just as much as the figure. Maybe. I mean, I'm assuming close. I mean, I'm assuming because you get 4 or 5 tapes. You get a Laserbeak buzzsaw, two them boys, and a Ravage.
Still them boys. But yeah, they look really. They got different faceplates too for Rumble and Frenzy.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like what
Very
they're doing
nice.
here. I think they all look good. I really like how Ravage turned out. Yeah, I'm in. I'm definitely in. And then I love that you can sort of the guns just kind of like little batteries in the back, like unnecessary detail, but I like it nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this makes me unhappy. I was just wondering, like, why would they do that when they had the official release, which is still available? The next one has me intrigued because I missed out on the first version of this guy.
Before we go on to the next one, real quick, the only thing with Rumble and Frenzy, do they have is it just like a spring-loaded gimmick in there? Is that what they're kind of saying? Because I don't think it's going to move, and I know MMC had trouble getting, I guess, the batteries to do the gimmick in theirs, so I can't.
It looks like
I can't imagine that it's going to move back and forth just like a spring load, right? So.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be spring-loaded.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, that's fine. It doesn't need to do more than that,
Well, considering that the fans' toys, like the pile drivers, can be die-cast, and the piston parts can be die-cast, and the springs can be die-cast, and the batteries are going to be die-cast.
Mm-hmm. And die-cast is going to be die-cast.
There's going to be die-cast paint on it. Yeah, it's probably not going
to
work too well. That's how you put your eye out, Justin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't need this eye. So.
What about that eye?
I don't need that one either.
What about your penis?
That one I'll keep. So.
You're a goddamn liar.
Hadn't you got enough use out of that thing?
That's probably true.
Yeah, leave your wife alone, you monster. Anyway. Remember I used to say that to Bobby. Old, good nostalgia. But yeah, man, like I said, the tapes look dope, man. I really love that Ravage. And that Laserbeak looks phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Tesla 2.0?
Yeah. Tesla 2.0, the Masterpiece Perceptor, the one that started it all. I like that face sculpt. Looks better than the original one.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm definitely.
I never owned the first one, so I don't know what to expect from this.
I mean, the first one's really just a box that kind of transforms into another box, so to speak. He's fine. I don't so people are like, oh, you had the first one and now they're making this new one. I'm like, yes, I don't really care. I've had them for so long now. That does not hurt me that you're it's time to make a new one. Nah, it's okay. I'm not butthurt about that. So, we'll see how he turns out.
What about first tours?
Yeah.
Bro.
But it looks good. I like this guy. I like the articulation. Yeah, I'll replace mine. I don't even know if the right word is replace mine. I'll probably just get this one too, to go with what I've already got. Because I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the first one. If you have it, I don't know if it's something that mandates changing it out necessarily. But if you're a Fans Toys fan, then you probably will. It's not like Spindrift, who's ridiculously bad, So.
Which one was Spindrift?
That's their version of goddamn, what's his name? Fucking hovercraft. Sea Spray.
Oh.
Yeah. So that one, the Spindrift is kind of super heroic looking, and he's not definitely nowhere close to being accurate to Sea Spray in the cartoon, and then they're doing a 2.0 of him, which is closer. I don't really 100% remember what it looks like anymore, but that's kind of one of those cases where it's well, the X-Transbots did it so well, I kind of don't care about that one either, but I'll get it because it's Fans Toys. So that's people buying that because of the Fans Toys cred. So yeah,
it looks good though. Love the microscope mode and the makeshift tank.
Heads look good. I think that was one of the biggest complaints a lot of people had about Perceptor is that the heads didn't look right. Like, weren't people taking the head from MP, the face from MP Inferno, and throwing it on the Fans Toy Tesla, Greg? Like, I think people were like, this looks awesome like that. I think that's what people were doing. It was definitely an Inferno toy. I feel like it was the MP one. So.
It was Grapple.
Was it Grapple? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I recall that happening, that being a thing. But, yeah, it's good. What's next?
Next is their version of Huffer.
Yeah, so, again, I mean, it's the whole being a Fans Toys fan thing that I get this, because, like, again, the Bad Cube 2.0 Huffer is an amazing figure, and if it wasn't Fans Toys, I wouldn't feel compelled to trade mine out, You're not building a different scale or anything like that or anything, so, like, I don't feel like this is a figure that I really need, but it looks fine. It's, it's weird. To me, it's weird effort because as much as I love Fans Toys, like, why are you doing this versus other mini bots that nobody's tackled yet, So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what mini bots have not been tackled yet?
Okay. So at this point, they've all kind of been tackled, but I would definitely say we're lacking a good wind charger option. I think that's fair to say. I don't think the X Transbots one is highly rated. Gears and Swerve, I feel like the Bad Cube one's okay, but that's one that could potentially be done better,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Oh man, there's their Brawn. That looks really neat. Really neat. Very clean.
Yeah, it's looking. I'm happy with that. I like the colors on it more. It's more Brawn looking to me than that kind of amusement park green they had going on for a while.
Yep.
And Beachcomber looks good too.
Yep. Has he been released yet, Beachcomber?
I don't believe so.
Or was that X Transbots?
I don't think we've got a Fans Toys Beachcomber. No, I've only got the X Transbots one. If this has come out, then it's new to me because I don't.
No, this isn't out yet.
Yeah,
this is not yet. This is supposed to be coming out after Brawn.
Yeah.
But so Warpath's supposed to be out next month now. And then Brawn will be out afterwards. So they got pushed back. I don't know. Whatever.
So is this a normal thing for Fans Toys to have extra heads, like face plates?
Yeah,
or heads?
they usually almost every single toy has like one extra head or faceplate, I would say. If not more. So
that's good.
Yeah, like a lot of them have had, like, if there was any kind of discrepancy between the toy version and like the cartoon version, that would be something that you would definitely tend to receive. Like, one of the Dinobots had a red, was it Sludge? Or one of them had like the red head and then the black head. Maybe it was Slag. I can't remember.
The Triceratops.
Yeah. Is that Slag?
Yeah,
I think that's Slag.
I don't remember. Slag and
Snarl, they're two that confuse me. The other one is I say Slug a lot. And I'm like, wait, no, Slug is what they renamed Slag when they deemed him offensive.
Right.
So.
Yeah, well, that's because it's a way of calling a woman a slut and across the pond there.
Yeah.
Up next is their Fans Toys.
Yep.
Jazz.
I'm in. I am in. He looks amazing. Yep. I'm 100% in. I think the car mode looks ridiculously good. It kind of looks like it takes the things that I don't like about every other version. Like So the robot mode is weak to me on that transform and roll out, but the car is amazing. And then like the robot is amazing on make toys, but the car kind of leaves a little to be desired. Like it's not bad. And then this one looks like it just nails it. So I am super excited about that one. So
Yeah, I can finally get rid of that piece of shit make toys. God, I couldn't sell that thing if I wanted to.
But no one's selling or make toys for inflated prices anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, was it like last week? It was like 600 kids, $600 a kid, and like a 12-pack of Charmin.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been charging. So what's next after Jazz? Who? Anyone else in on Jazz? I know that I'm in on Jazz, but
I'm in on Jazz. And I'm in on the next one, I think.
Next one,
which is Mirage.
Yeah, he looks good too.
Clearly the most popular cult character in the fandom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess he looks good. I mean, I'm not a Mirage fan. Sorry.
No, so honestly, I'm not either. Mirage. I probably told this story on the show before, but as a kid, I had like the G1 Mirage toy, and like I get like I go through my box of Transformers when I'm playing with. I'm like, nope, not today. Like he just got thrown back in the box. Like that poor toy. Like I still have it. I'm like, that toy's been beaten to shit. Like I probably should get a new G1 Mirage, but like that was like the bottom of the box bitch that just kind of, all its chrome is gone and like everything is super floppy. Is there
still in one piece?
Yeah, he's still in one piece, but I mean he's not doing well. Yeah.
He just faded like that good weed.
So that's the hashtag bottom of the box bitch. That should be the show.
Don't understand how, who was it? Transform Element. They announced their masterpiece Mirage, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And people went bananas about how good it looked, and like suddenly everyone's a fan of Mirage. They're like, "Oh my god, finally Mirage! Oh, I waited so long."
Yeah, it's weird because like
representation.
The Ocular Max Mirage is a good Mirage. Like, it's one of those ones that I'm like, I don't know if I would necessarily trade this out. And like now I'm like, well, I'll probably trade this out, but yeah. I mean, Mirage has never been a character that I've really given a crap about. So,
I purchased his Siege figure because I haven't had a Mirage in years, and I remember messing with a friend's Classics Mirage. That's the one they repainted into drag strip, and then I think it was Crash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crasher.
Yeah, Crasher.
Fracture is what they called her.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. So so I bought the Hasbro Siege, and I was like, oh, this isn't awful.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty neat. So but I don't.
In the end, it's still Mirage.
Huh?
But in the end, it's still Mirage.
Yeah, it's like I don't see justification of having them in a special like 3-pack with freaking Impactor with a better head sculpt, and I don't know. But I mean, if with all the respect to people that are fans, and I say that with air quotes.
Yeah, that's something I would like. Any listener who is actually like Mirage is your favorite character, like I would like you to write us shirecastonline@gmail.com. You don't have to write us a question. Just tell us why Mirage is your favorite character. Like what episode were you like, yes? Like maybe someone had that Mirage toy I had as a kid, and they're like, I just loved pulling him out of the box and playing with him, but like that was not me at all. It's like, no, fuck this toy. You stay in the box forever.
Yeah, you have to actually write something sensible, not just because he's really cool and stuff. Okay, trolls.
Yeah, we'll read it on the show if you tell us why he's your favorite. Everyone who wants to respond and say why he's your favorite. If you're sarcastic and just not really saying anything, just want us to read it on the show, we're not going to do that. Like, legitimately tell us why you like Mirage if you do. So, and then we'll read it. I will read it. I will promise. So
here's your chance to be a keyboard warrior.
That's right. Tell us why we should care about Mirage. So,
yeah.
All right.
Probably the same people that still blame Michael Bay for ruining their childhood.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, up next is were they called Cell Toys?
Yep. Unicorn.
Oh,
They're
no,
Unicron.
no. This is a mystery company.
Oh, it's no longer
Nobody
Cell
knows
Toys?
who this is.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't watch the panel?
No, I did not.
Oh, this was submitted anonymously.
Oh, okay.
This is multiple question marks toys. No one knows
Gotcha.
who this is.
Well, multiple question marks toys is releasing something that looks a whole lot like Unicron, but not Unicron because, he's not. Back the fuck off.
There's that image, 125. The oof, Phil. Oh my god. Oh.
So let me ask
much.
this: when Zeta Toys was doing a Unicron, which we know they're not doing anymore,
Ever. They'll never. Like, they got shut down.
we know for sure that they listened to that cease and desist, and there's no way that their Unicron is coming out. But I can't remember when they did a Unicron. Did he have the collar behind the head like this?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I don't remember seeing that before, but it's fine.
And having
Zeta
that Bumblebee
Toys-
from them, like, I feel better about the build quality versus, like, this being, like... Because, like, this Zeta Bumblebee feels nothing like their floppy combiner figures. Which, admittedly, are good in combined mode, but, like, they're nothing to write home about individually, and this is nothing like that. So, yeah.
You know,
I'm in.
I'm
in for 2 or 3.
I'm in for 5,000. Yeah. No, this looks really. There's a lot of photographs.
Yeah, it looks really
Who's
awesome.
never, who hasn't forced himself on 14 Unicrons?
Yeah, this is so. I mean, my only caveat is like this looks really good, but I already had like when they got the cease and desist and it never happened, I was like, I guess I'll just go in on the Hasbro one. So I've got that, and that thing's gonna take up so much room that I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it when it shows up. It might just be a big planet on the side of my room because I don't know if I have room for the robot. I'm not sure.
Some people said it was canceled. Some people said, it's not canceled.
Yeah, I mean, and ultimately, I kind of figured it was going to end up coming out. So, yeah, we'll see. This is definitely still on my radar as something to consider purchasing later on. So we'll see. I'll see how I feel about the HasLab one as it kind of shapes up, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, this will still be available.
I
but
actually,
am
going to send you a cease and desist order from buying one.
Cool. That sounds good. Yeah.
Jesus.
And I think the collar is accurate.
Okay.
To Unicron, he does have a collar.
Yes.
Now, granted, it's not like
quite like that, but it's close. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not made out of folded panels, but even the HasLab has a collar. Yeah, I mean, it's right here in this. Yeah,
I like the little accessory piece for like the sucking in things action that just doubles as like a planet stand. Like, I think that's a really cool idea. Yeah. Well done. Unnamed company. Yeah.
Where's his head? It's right there in his hand.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it looks gorgeous.
I do too. And for those of you playing at home, where's the SU chat? Let's see how it looks compared to Unicron.
Yeah, you actually can see the collar
wings.
there.
Wings, check. Spikes in the arms, check. Doesn't have planet hanging off his legs, check.
Do they have a picture of him from the back in robot mode?
It looks like this.
Yeah, he looks good. And this is the case, like, definitely with the HasLab Unicron, I kind of have one of those fear of missing out type reactions to the HasLab one. And, like, like, when you really look at the two, like like the scale is not going to be there, but like there's never going to be a Unicron that scales right with like any Transformer. Like maybe those little reaction or Super 7 or whatever they are, little teeny miniature things you could kind of work with, but yeah, like you're never going to scale it appropriately. So yeah, like maybe it's not a big deal. So
and every time I see somebody post like anything about this, like there's gonna be the same people, too small, pass.
Yeah, but it's like even the
I went with the
HasLab one is going to
HasLab.
be too small. Like, are you really
Exactly,
serious
like,
about that?
Where do you draw the line? You
Yeah.
got to draw the line. And
Exactly.
how much additional money are you going to throw, like to get it just a little bit bigger?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
It's just it's never going to scale. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have one that's manageable that I can.
Yeah.
And
this could
I
be the
can
case
build-
that like maybe when HasLab comes out, I see if I can sell it to someone else right when it comes out and get my money back, basically.
And buy like 5 of these.
Yeah. Because honestly, like this is definitely something that fits the collection better. It looks better. Like it's impossible to say that this doesn't look better. Like if you really don't think that, then like you're naive.
Yeah, and this is from a company you can trust.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I know I can trust Hasbro to give me something that is hollow and stuff like that.
I'm trying to find a picture online from the back. I had one saved somewhere, but I think it's on my my other phone.
All these photos of him. First off, that photo of him appearing on a toaster.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny. But I'm not seeing a simple photo in this whole gallery of him from the back.
Oh, it looks just like from the back, it's clean and it's got the same. The back kind of looks like the front because that's the way he was just designed. So the back has the same abs and stuff, and that's a feature that it's like a light piping kind of thing. So if there's light behind, it makes the whole inside glow. Like when his abs opened up in the movie and they shine. Yeah, it has that effect. I think there might be a picture of it in there too.
Because I'm just curious as to where all planet pieces go.
Oh, inside.
Yeah.
There's a video.
There's a video of the transformation. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It basically like turns inside out.
Yeah, it pulls like a DX9 or a Unique Toys move, which I'm really.
The video doesn't exist.
Right.
Oh yeah. There's no video of this yet. There's a video of another one, and I would imagine that they might.
The
share
engineering is
some
kind of similar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's only like really one way to do a Unicron. That's not a shell former. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't have huge Doritos for legs.
Which is funny because this Bumblebee is basically a shell former, but like the Zeta Bumblebee. But like looking at it, like messing with it.
Yeah.
Like everything kind of like compacts and turns into solids. It's like the RAD Viacon.
Greg, you didn't go in on the HasLab Unicron, did you?
I didn't. I pre-ordered it and then I canceled it because
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I just wasn't happy with the money, and I was at a point where I could like set that money aside basically for an investment.
Yeah, I like honestly 100% felt the same way about that. Like I still don't know if I'm really happy with the purchase. Like at this point it's paid for and whatever, but like it's a lot of money to spend, and like what we were seeing like is not great. And like I kind of like all the times that damn thing, I'm like, oh great, it's not gonna happen because they can't reach the funding, and they're like, we extended it another 30 days. I'm like, fuck you people.
Well, yeah, and like everyone, and then there was that whole hype, like you said, the FOMO, and like people like, the Zeta one's canceled. It's never coming out. Zeta's out of business, and I'm like, no, it's still gonna come out. It's still gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made a call and I canceled the HasLab one, and and I made a good call.
That's another thing that like kind of disappointed me is like the way Hasbro ran that campaign was so shady on it that I was like, like that turned me off of it too. Like regardless of Like, it could have been better than Zeta, and I feel like the way you did that campaign was bullshit. So, like I don't even trust necessarily the numbers that they showed they got is true. You know? Like,
Yeah, because they're not going to, like, they were too far along not to.
Yeah, they're like, this shit's done. We're just going to go ahead and make it look like we got all, this retailer dropped its order with us now. Like, that's why, we ended up having so many. Like, that's bullshit. I don't believe that. So I think that you just didn't want to admit defeat, and you should have just said that, instead of been like, hey, we're gonna do it at the smaller goal. Like, yeah. I don't buy it. So.
Let me see if I can find some pictures. We don't have any questions.
We still got one more company on here.
Oh, I know. I was just thinking. Oh, here's a pic. I found a picture of it from the back, Oscar. I thought I'd have to kill some more time. That's why I was just kind of babbling. But I was able to find a picture like rather quickly. So that's it from the back. And Oscar's not looking at it. There he goes.
Yep, it looks good to me.
Sure.
Like, it's super clean. So.
Transforms in just 393 steps.
Yeah, I think I definitely have to figure out how to get rid of the HasLab one and get this one instead. Even if I just sell it for what it's worth, but hopefully it does the job as sale barge, and I can sell it for more than it's worth later. So.
Well, hopefully you sell it. Yeah, hopefully you sell it for more than it's worth, because I'd hate for you to lose your pre-order money.
Exactly.
Get it? Because it's not worth. Yeah. That was the other thing too. Like, I didn't think I could look at that fucking thing and know I spent $600 and some dollars. Fucking toy. Like, and on that,
Yeah, I mean, I have that stupid Fortress Maximus, the Titans one, and I'm like I have the Japanese version. I like walk in, I look at it, I'm like, I fucking hate you. Like, I wish you were the cheaper American version and didn't cost me a ridiculous sum of money to get this fucker shipped from Japan. Like, that killed me. I was like, I hate you.
Well, imagine how people who still have Hercules from like day one feel. They're like, God, I can't believe I paid $700 for this fucking thing. Between the bots and the shipping and the upgrade kit, and like, it's what, like 8 inches tall?
Yeah.
Made out of Legos. Made out of not even Duplos. Made out of where are the dollar store Legos?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Their names change all the time.
The ones they sell at Tuesday mornings.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking ones actually
like
sell at the
Megos
dollar
or
store.
something like that.
Like, you get like a bag of like 20 bricks, and like
brick
there's a
by
picture
brick.
of like yes, maybe something like that. And like, they don't even fit together. Like, you can't even buy them as like to replace Legos you lost in the set. Like, they just don't fit. Like, the holes are squared. The pegs are triangles.
Speaking of round square peg and a round hole, MMC. So, since coming back to the show, a lot of third-party companies been chatting it up, right? They're going to do this, this, and this. MMC's been oddly quiet. So they're debuting their version of Deathsaurus. I guess
we saw this.
prototype.
Yeah. This has been common. Like, we've been seeing this. Because this is the DZEF. This is they named it for Lenny's screen name. Or whatever.
His photography name is Zepticon, yeah. I'm pretty sure they changed the name by now. But
nope, it's still DZEF.
Is it still DZEF?
According to this, it is, yeah. According to the panel, it is. This is still the same thing they've been sitting on, like, for, what, 2 years now?
Yeah. Going on 2 fucking years.
Maybe longer.
This is definitely going to be one of those cases that by the time it comes out, like, it's so fucking old, like, you're going to tell that it's an old mold,
no one's going to want it. Well, you have to look at it this way, right? They've been doing their Combaticons lately. And I'm sure you guys have them. Everyone's saying they're amazing. So it's like you go from driving a 2020 car, and then someone's like, "Hey, man, take my car to get an oil change." You're like, "Sure," and you jump in. It's a 2009. So,
Yeah, no.
just my view. It's
Yeah.
gonna feel old.
And like, I feel like looking at it, you can tell it looks old. Like, I don't know, something about like the way the joints are and like the proportions of the figure just don't feel like they match up with modern aesthetics, of what modern companies are doing. So it looks like an old MMC product. It looks, and this is not to say there's anything wrong with their Overlord, but like it looks like that. Like that Overlord is not as good as like a modern toy anymore. Like it'll look nice next to him, I guess. But I feel like that aesthetic is past. So I don't know.
This is, yeah, it's a shame.
And
I think it's a year too late.
Yeah. Didn't some other company, was it Planet X? Did they make it?
Yeah, they made it. They released it. It's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Star
They
Saber.
released a Star Saber also.
Yeah, and like I think from what I see in pictures there, like I think he looked better from what I remember. Like it's been a while since I've looked at it, but like I remember like if I was gonna buy one, I'd probably go after that one before I would go after this one. So I don't know. Oh well.
And then their next one they got here is their version of a Chrome Dome, which again was in the works for over a year now.
Yeah.
I can't.
It doesn't look like there's even anything to this character. Like, what's taking so long?
I don't understand. Like, it's his alt mode's not all that. Like, there's an upside down view of his alt mode, and just see how he transforms. It's not very intuitive.
I think they probably put focus in on
the Comedicons.
No, I think they put focus on like Masterpiece Scale because that was like they were trying to. I don't know, man. I don't know what this company's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks because they were striking hot with all this stuff. They got a Rewind coming out, and that's why I'm breezing over all this shit. This is stuff that I feel like it's already about 2 years too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really have to be attached to the fucking IDW run with James Roberts and Alex Mealy to even care about the Chrome Dome and Rewind.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like it's past. It had its moment, and you fucked up because you were concentrating on your Ocular Max series, and whatever. So
well, they said that they said they weren't doing IDW. If they happened to be like IDW characters or whatever. I don't know. I think it all went downhill when over Pantone Gate with Thunderclash. Like I think after all that drama, people were just over it.
It looks
what
like.
do you mean Pantone Gate?
No, that was for Spiros when he listens.
Like looking at this, it looks like there's like 12 joints. It looks like 12 joints on this character to make the transformation. Like nothing really, the arms, the wheels flip out. Like the one little thing on the top flips out of the way. The panel rotates down. The knees,
it's lazy. It's what
the
it
knees
is.
make like a T thing, and then you peg the fists into them, and boom. Oh, and you put the cockpit thing over the head to cover the head. Like done.
Just
when was
just
the
say
last
the L
time?
word. Say the L word, Justin.
Yeah,
It's
lazy as shit. Like you
When
could
was the
have
last time
had this out
that,
like in a
Lenny was
week.
on?
Huh?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to talk over you. I was just curious. I was trying to do math. When was the last time? And the L word made me think of it. When was the last time Lenny was on the show? Like he had been on for a while, and then he was back. He was on for one episode. This was after he started doing the reformatted pictures.
It's been a while. Like
Yeah, because when he was on, he was like, I guess I can tell you guys that there's because we were like, is there anything coming out? And he was like, well, I guess I can tell you there's a Chrome Dome coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how long it's been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no reason for it. No reason. Like if you were committed to this would have been out a long time ago.
Unless you're fans toys, and it's a hot rod.
Yeah. But even then, like I felt like that was just like you're just like, well, we're not gonna do it, and then like, okay, we'll do it. But this is strange. I don't get it. And then like they're like, you guys all liked our Ravage. Here he is in cartoon colors. Like, okay.
Yep.
Like,
Well, that's kind of understandable, though. I mean,
I get it. It's fine, but whatever. And their TFCon
They had to get rid of
exclusive.
those cage. They had to get rid of all those cages somehow that no one bought.
Yeah.
Well, they have their Doc Cat, which is Shattered Glass Ravage, right?
Yeah.
And then, so, yeah.
No,
And then
that's
they have
Kiss
their...
Players. That's a Kiss Players Ravage, I think. It's a character from Kiss Players, isn't it?
I think so too. Shattered Glass, and I think it doubles for Kiss Players. Then you got the RC. I wonder how those sold on whatchamacallit. Are they still
I
up
could
there?
tell you. It's actually looking right now. Oh, excuse me. This odd, unseasonable cold I have is really taking a lot out of me.
This is going places I can't follow.
Oh, it's currently unavailable. Out of stock.
Yeah, I think so. I saw that.
no.
Yeah, they sold out of Toy
on
Dojo.
Yeah, and I saw it was listed as a pre-order, so I wonder if this ended up being a thing where it's like there will only be as many as get pre-ordered, or I mean, obviously some extra over that, but like for the most part, the run is just the pre-order, or whenever it drops.
No,
then
because
will there
they
be
would have had
more,
them. They would have had them ready for. They would have had them
yeah,
ready
that's
to
true.
go.
That's true. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's see what ages 3 and up's got going on. Orders open now. Sold out.
Hey,
sold out.
that Assaulticus looks fucking sick as shit.
Yeah, it says they're all sold out on both sites that had them.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, good
But,
for them,
like-
yeah. I wasn't going to that convention to buy this anyway, but...
Yeah, I thought about the
Yeah.
Ravage just because everybody says he's so good, and I've never messed with him, and then I was just like, nah, fuck it, I don't need that. So
I got this piece
He
of
is
shit.
pretty good, though. Wait, what did you say?
I got the blue one from TFCon.
Oh.
What's the one in Canada? He's a
Oh.
piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. The Ravage?
No.
No, I think their tapes are good. I think you're a piece of shit.
I think you're a piece of shit because you suck shit.
Yeah, well, I ain't.
I'll win, you stupid. But hey,
No, I
we got
just,
New Age.
I just couldn't say what I was going to say on the show.
Well,
I'll
is that
put it-
right?
I'll put it in the
Just message
comments.
To me. I'll
I
read
ain't
it on
put
there,
that-
man. I don't care. All right.
I am. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in the SCU channel right now.
Do it. I don't care. And I'm gonna talk to Justin about H21 Scaramanga.
yes, give it to me.
That is
New Age
crazy.
can do no wrong in my book.
They have a speaker icon in the middle of the photo, Justin.
There it is,
keep
man. I
posting.
put it. I put it right there.
I'll read it out loud so people know what kind of fucking monster you are. Hang tight, Justin. I gotta put this fucking
You go for it.
SJW
Go for it.
in place. He says that Ravage was the only thing sucking shit when you went to camp. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, this is New Age Legends class Soundwave.
Yes, it looks beautiful.
This looks dope as shit for a little guy.
Mm-hmm. New Age just kills it. Like, Oscar, you need to do yourself a favor and get at least one of the Seekers. Like, pick up your favorite Seeker, and goddamn, they're so good.
Changes every week, unfortunately.
Yeah, they are by far the best Legends toys that exist. So,
Yeah, you hold your tongue there, good sir.
Shut your whore mouth.
Deal with that.
Shut your whore mouth, you fucking slut.
Oh, we're
So, because I'm a genius, every time I'll zoom in on these pictures, I see the speaker icon. I'm like, oh, this has got video. Doesn't. Because I'm an idiot. No, these look really, really good. I love is he coming with the tapes?
I would assume so, but I mean, he'll at least come with one or two of the tapes, and then you can get the rest.
Justify a
of them.
$60 price mark on that bitch if you do that.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Because that Ravage looks adorable.
Honestly, like they're so good that I would justify it anyway. I mean, maybe I'm a little crazy, but they are so unbelievably good toys that I don't give a shit. I will happily pay the cost of entrance. So.
Okay, I take it back. The Ravage you got in Canada, that was mostly white, correct?
No, it was blue.
Oh. So what color is this one?
This one is
Not
white
that
and
I
blue.
even. Okay, so this is the. Yeah, that's the Kiss players. You have the Shatterglass.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, it's for sale now. It's super rare.
That wasn't the only thing
$400.
it mixed up when you went to TFCon Canada.
No, I did in mine. You eat a penis, a fat, veiny one.
I wouldn't have been the only thing eating. Never mind.
Don't you dare question my sexual virility when on the road.
Where's your bravado now, sir?
It's in my back pocket. You're about to get slapped with it like a condom.
This is still going places I can't follow.
Oh, hell yeah, you can. You could try.
I do not want to.
I'll play with Mario.
I am good.
We're just men talking about manly truck stop things. Like showers and honey buns.
And late night rendezvous and
seedy motels behind the Waffle House.
We were, last bit of news we got, we just went over the third party panel at TFCon. That never happened. Thanks, coronavirus.
Hey, I was thinking, who wants to start CoronaCon? It's just all virtual. We could have virtual, we could talk to retailers, they could have con exclusives and slightly discounted prices. It'd be fantastic.
Or we can make our own con exclusive in the form of a photograph and charge
Still waiting
$70.
on that shitstorm. So.
That's true. Shitstorm.
Shitstorm should appear in Ask World sometime. Just saying, Oscar.
That is not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
There really isn't. A brown seeker. The hell does that smell? Hey guys, that's good. It's me, Shitstorm, your best friend, world. Spraying shit all over the fucking set. I'm sorry, it happens every time I blink. No,
you could have him hanging out with Toxitron.
Oh, I love this idea. It's so good.
Oh, you could have like a Toxitron Shitstorm A-Team.
Make it happen, Oscar.
Convicted of a crime they never committed.
Who else would you have? You'd have Shitstorm, and you'd have Toxitron. There was 4 on the A-Team. So who would the other two? Who would be your face, and who would be your other?
Is there 5 on the A-Team?
What's there? I can't remember. There was Baracus. There was Murdoch. There was Face.
I think Shitstorm would be the Murdoch. Toxitron would be the B.A. Baracus.
Yeah,
I need work.
No, there were 4.
Yeah, you're right. There's 4. For some reason, I thought 5, but I was wrong.
So who would be your Hannibal?
That would be. I would make that Shitstorm out of ego.
Okay.
And then
so who'd be your Murdoch, and who'd be your Face Man?
I'd probably grab a Quintesson to be a Face Man.
That's a little on the nose, but I'll see how it goes.
No. Yeah, it's too on the nose. I would do Drift. Drift would be my face.
Don't be giving away. Wait, hold on. You're giving away some secrets here. You need to be telling this to the copyright man.
Wasn't Murdoch? Wasn't he always the one with like kind of the one-liners? It's been so long since I watched A-Team.
Face was the handsome guy.
Yeah, Murdoch was the one who wore the hat, and I could have sworn he often kind of had the one-liners. I feel like he'd be like Wreck-Gar or something.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Ready? Okay.
Ready.
B.A. Baracus. What? Oh, God damn it! I just named him earlier. I need to write this down.
Toxitron?
Would be Toxitron. Thank you. Your Murdoch, leader of the group, would be Sancho Barbosa.
No, that's Hannibal. Hannibal was the leader of the group.
Hannibal, yeah, sorry. Hannibal would be Sancho Barbosa. Your Murdoch would be Shitstorm, because you can't formulate a decent thought to save his life. And your face, I'm going to keep it with Decepticon ranks here. Who would I use? Oh.
What's that Decepticon that's had a really shitty third-party toy?
No, I would go with shit.
Lone Wolf.
Whatever his name. He was part of the Scavengers. 90W pink guy turns into a jet.
Oh,
he's a headmaster.
Needle Nose?
No, not Needle Nose. He was a target master. This guy is a target master also originally. Sorry, he came out in Titans Return. Misfire.
Okay.
He would be my my Murdoch. I'm sorry, my face.
Well, how are you gonna fit Alpha Bravo in there?
Alpha Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo just flies in as Airwolf on a different different show.
Oh, you could do a commercial. You could do a commercial in the middle of it for like other shows that are gonna be coming up. Like, stay tuned for Airwolf.
Just Alpha Bravo.
And he could just be flying along the bottom of the screen like one of those Fox, like with, you know how Fox does those ads.
The old Fox bumpers, yeah. Where he's like Peter Griffin running across the screen. There's a Family Guy tonight at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. Yeah, that would be. Well, that's not a bad idea for a little sub story.
Everyone who's listening to this, commit suicide now. We gotta keep this a secret.
Yeah,
well, I guess we could just edit this out of the show, but you know, that'd be extra work for Justin. Mm-hmm. You could just drink bleach. Be fun.
We'll keep it there. Yeah, that was a good little talk. Speaking of,
that was our discussion for the week.
It was, yeah. Looks like we're gonna get Shitstorm. We just got to find a color scheme that works besides a brown jet. I just need some other highlights.
Mountain Dew green.
Brown and green, huh?
Mountain Dew bottle green.
I like it.
Like a dirty ass Mountain Dew bottle, like one of those glass bottles you find like when you're doing yard work or digging a grave.
It'll be like Pigpen from the Peanuts that always has a cloud of dust around them. So let's cover this last bit. Imaginarium Art G1 Devastator statue, which is a whopping 42 inches. A lot of detail in this.
Yeah, it's nice. I was saying earlier in the show that I don't know if I would necessarily go for this one or just like that Toy World one that they did. Like, it's a gorgeous statue. It's a big statue, but like, it's a statue, you know? Like the Toy World one has such detail. It could get the same pose. It's not like it's in some pose that would be unattainable by any other given toy.
Especially if the price tag's a whopping $3,000.
Yeah. So
that is, when you got Transformer fans going, ouch. That's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It looks great. You know, the rust detail is nice looking. It's a little too rusty for me because, you know, I kind of want my nice clean look. But you know, if you kind of want a realistic looking Devastator, you're not going to beat the that look. So it's fine. It's okay. It's just it's expensive, and I don't know if I would buy it. So I know I won't buy it because it's too expensive for me. So
yeah, I'm not buying this shit. Yeah, they're goddamn minds, but
it looks gorgeous. It's just I'd buy the Toy World one first. Toy World did one that was rusted, right, Greg?
Yes.
Yeah. So like the need for this to exist to me, like, I mean, great if you're a statue collector. awesome. But I would just buy that and just pose it somewhere and never touch it again. I mean, right now my regular constructor is just sitting on a shelf, kind of slightly posed, and he just sits there, and he's been that way for I don't know how long have I had it now, a year and a half, something like that. Like I have not touched that toy since I've put it together in its combined mode, and like once in a while I get this fleeting thought like I kind of want to, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. So
My constructor is actually on the floor in the living room right now.
Yeah,
I'm looking at him because I brought him down to mess with him the other day.
I kind of want to take them apart and mess with the individual Constructicons again, but
I didn't take him apart. No, I'd rather buy a whole new set than take him apart.
You just want to repose them, and so yeah, that's fine. I get it.
I just wanted to look at him. Mm-hmm. Really, I just wanted to bring him downstairs and glance at him while I played video games.
That's fair.
Like he's my buddy.
Mm-hmm. On the couch.
I would like to buy another set, but
I've
it seems
thought about it.
For a little bit, it seemed like they were going pretty cheap for like 2 seconds, and then now they're back up to full price. So I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I thought about it.
They were going to do an orange one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably still got like 4 or 5 colors out of that mold.
Yeah. I thought about getting one of them, like either the G2 color with the rust or like the cell shaded one, like any one of those. But in the end, I was like, yeah, I'm okay. So.
Were you like in the end? It doesn't really matter.
Of the production for the statue and how that can't be legit. I mean, I'm scrolling down the comments in TFW 2005 for this, and apparently one of the additional things that comes with him is this huge gun that an average sized person can't hold. Excuse me.
Yeah, it seems pretty crazy. It's a big statue. If that gun is real size, like I guess that's kind of cool. That gives you reason to buy it over Toy World, the Toy World Devi. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't fly in my house probably. So, that's probably going to be a firm no around here. I'm glad we have the same things going on around here. My wife would be like, yeah, we don't need that in our house. I'm like, but? And she'd be like, nah, we don't. I'm like, you're right. Sorry. All right. That's the news.
That's our show for today. We got no question. Hopefully.
So, MP Collector, just for your reference, for the foreseeable future, we are recording on Tuesdays. So get your question in.
Yeah.
Or don't, I mean, you don't have to, and then we'll just drop you to the number 2 SCU fan. But that's your choice, MP Collector, not mine. So.
Yeah. Honestly, it's about time these motherfuckers stop talking back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our word is law. Yeah.
Let's get some non-Transformers questions. How about some coronavirus questions?
I'm down with whatever questions.
Like, what did we do? What did we do on our spring vacation?
Mm-hmm. My wife and I had to cancel our 5-year anniversary trip, so they closed down the resort we were going to, and we're like, well, it's okay.
I was gonna say, where were you guys going? The mall?
Yeah.
Where they met, man? Oh man, right by the Payless shoe stores.
Mm-hmm.
We had a freestanding Payless here. I don't think we had those in the mall. We had a freestanding one. It's a piece of shit now. I think it's still empty. They turned the restaurant beside it into a softcore porn store.
Good times.
Lines, dude.
Physical shopping. All right, Oscar.
Take
us out.
So as always, you can check us out every day over at facebook.com/shatteredcast. Of course, make sure to check out our brothers in arms in the world of collecting, the realm of collectors, Toy Detox, as well to check out Matthew and T2RX6 on YouTube, not to mention myself as Oscar and J-Boy. New episode of World coming up. Don't forget Mr. Josh Fisher. I haven't forgotten about you, putting you in that cartoon folder, help you gave me on how to, fucking produce like a modern day YouTuber. normally I'd say for the sake of primates, please collect responsibly. Do that now more than ever. Given the situations, be good to yourselves and each other. More importantly, not to sound like a broken record, do practice that fucking social distancing. I know it's a stupid term. Wash your hands. And for real, if you live in Jersey and you're hoarding toilet paper and shit, and your dumbass tries to get a refund on that, enjoy jail time. So on behalf of me and the Furies 4, only 2 of them are here today. I want to thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Have a nice day somewhere else.
And don't lick the toilet seat, Chip.
Don't fucking lick the toilet seat or toilet mascot.
Nice.